Looks good. I bet you taste good. Today's activity is from our new website, atkkids.com. We have everything from recipes for guacamole and homemade sprinkles to science experiments and super fun trivia. Head over to atkkids.com to check this activity out and let us know what you think in the comments.
Hi, I'm Max.
I'm Chrissy.
Hey, I'm Victoria, and today we're gonna decorate some wow-worthy cupcakes.
Cupcakes. What do you think?
Love them.
Love them.
Frosting or cakey part?
The cakey part.
Frosting, definitely. We'll be working with cooled cupcakes in our buttercream frosting, and you can find the recipes for all of these at atkkids.com.
We're gonna go over 5 different techniques for frosting cupcakes. As always, prepare your ingredients and gather your equipment beforehand.
First up,
Sparkly. We're using sanding sugar and cookie cutters to put sparkly shapes on top of our cupcakes. We're gonna start off with frosting our cupcake. Use the back of your spatula to put on about 2 tablespoons of frosting. Now, smooth out your frosting. We're trying to make a good base for our sparkly shape. Hold your spatula straight up and down and then just spin your cupcake around the edge of the spatula. Now that we have a nice smooth top, we're gonna move on to our sparkly shape. So we're gonna grab our cookie cutter and just put it on top of our cupcake. Now we're gonna take a spoon, and with the tip of the spoon, we're gonna lightly sprinkle in some of our sanding sugar. You don't wanna put in too much. With this, really less is more. I'm gonna pick up the cupcake and shake around the cupcake a little bit just to make sure I get sanding sugar in all of the corners so the shape comes out nicely. Pro tip, put the cupcake in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes just so it's easier to take the cookie cutter out of the frosting. Okay, now I'm gonna take out the cookie cutter, and here it is, a sparkly cupcake. Next up,
smooth. We'll start by mounting 2 tablespoons of frosting onto the cupcake. Begin to flatten out the top. You really want to smush that top down. You shouldn't get any frosting on the wrapper, but I did get a little frosting on the wrapper. It's okay. It's still good. All right, I think we're ready for sprinkles. We've got a plate full of sprinkles for the cupcake. Roll the sides of the cupcake in the sprinkles, and here it is. Our smooth frosted cupcake. Smooth.
Here's the shaggy technique. We have some chocolate sandwich cookies here to make our cupcakes shaggy. Start by crushing up your cookies in a Ziploc bag with a rolling pin. We're really rolling now. Once your cookies are all crushed up, pour them into a bowl. Not too big, not too small. Any pieces that are too big, you can just break up with your hands. Now it's time to frost our cupcake. And you're just gonna mound that on the cupcake. Now that we have a dome on top of your cupcake, it's time to go back to your cookie crumbs. We're gonna take the cupcake and gently press them into the cookies. If you lose that dome shape, you can just reshape it with the cookies and roll it into a dome again. And voila, a shaggy cupcake.
Here's my favorite technique, swirly. You'll need 2 colors of frosting, a pastry bag, and a large star decorating tip. First, cut off about 1 inch of the pastry bag. Then, fold down the edges of the bag into a cuff, just as you would do for a shirt. This will make it easier for you to get the decorating tip in. Now, insert the decorating tip with the small side facing down. It should stick out at the end about 1/4 inch. Make sure it's snug. Here's a pro tip. Take your pastry bag and put it inside a drinking glass. This will make it easier to load the frosting in. Now we're gonna load the frosting in 1 color at a time. Remember, less is more, so just a little bit at a time. Make sure you push the icing all the way down to the bottom of the bag. Try to keep it just on one side, kinda like this. Check it out. Now with a new spatula, we're gonna load this side with a different color. Remember, keep it tidy. We're using pink and blue because we want unicorn power. Now use your bench scraper to push it all the way down. If you don't have a bench scraper, you can use the back of a butter knife or even the heel of your hand. Now twist to create pressure. Squeeze the bag so you see both colors coming out of the decorating tip. Okay, it's piping time. Holding the bag straight up and down, make a spiral motion, starting outwards and moving in. When you get to the top, release the pressure and pull straight up. See how the colors swirled together? And see how I now have unicorn power?
Our last technique is rosy. We're making a flower out of frosting. Your pastry bag should have a large petal decorating tip. To start, we're gonna make a bud with the wide side of the tip facing down. Now we're gonna pipe strips of frosting around the bud that look like petals. And we'll keep going, overlapping each petal until we reach the edge of the cupcake. Sometimes a little ball of powdered sugar can get stuck in here, so if that happens, you can just take a toothpick and get it out. There you have it, a beautiful frosted rose cupcake.
These cupcake decorating techniques are sure to wow anyone at your next party.
Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to click the subscribe button below. Then hit the bell icon right next to it so you'll know the next time we post a video. And check out atkkids.com for new recipes and activities every week.